All right, so this one, our first part of this question is actually fairly straightforward. We just need to write 3 over 60 as a fraction in its simplest form. So when we simplify a fraction, we're looking for a number that goes into the top and the bottom, so we can divide by that number. So numbers that go into 3, well really, there's only 1 and 3. And if we divided them both by 1, nothing would happen. We'd just get 3 over 60 again. So we'll try dividing them both by 3 and see what we get. So we're going to divide the top by 3 and we're going to divide the bottom by 3. Now you've got a calculator, so you could do this on the calculator if you wanted to, but 3 divided by 3 is 1, 60 divided by 3 is 20, and that is actually this fraction simplified. Sometimes you'll need to divide again after that first step. You know, if we'd have got an answer like 4 over 8, then we could half them and get 2 over 4, but then we could half them again to get 1 over 2. So it's not always done in one step, but in our case it was. We picked a number to divide them both by, we picked 3, divided them both by 3 and got 1 over 20. So our answer is 1 over 20. Good, now the next part, a group of dancers raised some money for charity. Here is some information about the money raised. So you've got 15 dancers who raised £4.99 or less, all the way up to 3 dancers who raised between £20 and £24.99. One dancer is chosen at random to give the money raised to charity. What is the probability that this dancer raised less than £10? What's the probability that he raised less than £10? So that includes these 15 people, and then these 23 people as well. So altogether, that's, well, I mean, let's put some working out down, shall we? So altogether, that's 15 plus 23. That's 38 dancers out of 60. So the probability is the things you're looking at, so 38, out of the total number of things. So in this case, that's the dancers who raised less than £10 out of the total number of dancers that there were. So the probability is 38 out of 60, but if I was to try and write that in this box, 38 slash, it doesn't let me put the slash in to represent the fraction, which means we can't give our answer as a fraction. We're going to have to give it as a decimal probably. Now, to turn a fraction into a decimal, so fraction to decimal, we actually looked at this on the last question. I don't know if you've seen that video. But to go from a fraction to a decimal, you do the top divided by the bottom of the fraction. So on our calculator, we're going to take 38 and divide it by 60. And the answer is this decimal, big 0.6 with loads of 3's, and that is what it is as a decimal. Now we don't necessarily have to put all of those 3's, but I am going to put 0.63333, and I think that is sufficient. So frustrating it doesn't let you put a fraction in, because I would say that this is the more obvious answer, 38 out of 60. There are 36 dancers out of 60 altogether that raised less than £10, but because we can't put that in the answer box, we have to convert it. And I've converted it by doing the top divided by the bottom, which gives you 0.6333. I'm sure it would be fine if you just left it maybe like that, but I'm going to put some more 3's in because we've got them. And that's it. So the probability, 0.633, and that's this question done.